I could ask the Most High one question, and that one question would be, why do we live the way that we live? Let's get it.
Yeah, hey, this is boy Papa Duck, y'all already know my nigga. Shape on the beat, hey, y'all already motherfucking know what it is. Hey, flex, stop bullshit.
This man. Look at this, man. I want y'all to go some places like this and see how these people living, man. Look at that house, man. Look at that house, man. $90,000 car, man. Look at the house, man. Look at the damn house, man. Why all of us can't live like this, man? Huh? You tell me. Why all of us can't live like this, man? Look at that house, man. Look at the house right there, man, with the glass, with the glass garage doors, man. Look at this, man. Look at these houses, man. You mean to tell me, man, we living in a world where only a few can live like this, man? That's why I say some of us ain't never lived yet, man. Some of us ain't never lived yet. Look at this house, man. Look at this house right here, man. They ain't even finished with it. They ain't even finished with it. Look at this house, man. You gotta understand, man. Look at the garage door, the glass garage doors right there, man. look at the, you don't see, cuz. That's why I say, some of y'all gonna say, oh, you just gotta hustle. Oh, you just gotta grind. Look at the house, man. Look at the house. Just look. Why we all can't live like this, man? This is the stuff that pisses me off right here. What's happening, man? I just want to know why one thing. Why all of us can't live that way? Why all of us can't have a house, a car, an environment like that? I grew up living in my grandma's house, sleeping in the bed with like 8, 9 of us. Facts. At the end of the day, we all should be living like that. Did you hear what I just told you, bro? I grew up with 8, 9 of us sleeping in one bed, bro. For me to ride and see that, bro, it blew my mind. And I'm gonna tell y'all something. For y'all that feel like, oh, equality and you can do this and you got the freedom to do this, I'm gonna tell you something. Do y'all know anything about the HMDA Act?
Minority borrowers were more likely to be denied a mortgage than white borrowers with the same income in 61 different cities across America. And how do we know that? Because of HMDA data.
I'm gonna tell y'all why. A lot of y'all don't know nothing about the HMDA Act because while they was passing that bill, they had a lot of us focused on R. Kelly, Bill Cosby, during that same time. Distracted. Anytime there's some in the news that they just pushing, they want you to look over here so you don't know what's going on over there.
There's a long and shameful history in this country of discriminating against communities of color when they try to buy homes. From 1934 to 1968, the Federal Housing Administration led the charge, actively discriminating by refusing to insure loans for qualified buyers in minority communities, while helping white families finance their plans to achieve the American dream.
It blows my mind.
They pay down a mortgage and own an asset that, over time, often appreciates. A home serves as security to fund other ventures, to start a small business, or to send a youngster to college. And if grandma and grandpa can hang on to the home and get it paid off, they can often pass along an asset that boosts the finances of the next generation and the one after that. And that's exactly what white people have done for generations.
Every black person, majority, or every black person that's born has to start over from zero. You have no assets. Your mama didn't leave you nothing. Your mama didn't leave your mama nothing. Grandma nothing. They don't have nothing. It's just crazy, bro. We live like this, bro. Some people don't even have nowhere to live. Some people don't even have nowhere to live, man. It just blow my mind, man, that we live in a world like this, bro. We should all be living in big houses like that. We all deserve that.
Systematically, over many decades, government policies that encouraged mortgage companies to lend only to white borrowers cut the legs out from underneath minority families trying to build some family wealth. And the result has been exactly what you'd predict. It's contributed to a staggering gap of wealth between white communities and communities of color today. Here's one statistic from Massachusetts. According to the Boston Globe, the median net worth of white families living in Boston is $247,500. And the median net worth for a black family is $8.
We all know money separates people of class. There shouldn't be no class. There shouldn't be no upper class, middle class, lower class. There shouldn't be no class.
That's how we can see how much black families were charged for a mortgage, or how often Latino families were denied a chance to take out a mortgage. And we can compare those numbers with white borrowers who have the same incomes and same credit scores. But we can't do that if the data are missing. It is impossible to detect and fight mortgage discrimination without HMDA data. The bill on the floor of the Senate says that 85% of banks will no longer be required to report HMDA data, including the borrower's credit score and age, the loan's points, fees, and interest rate, and the property value. 85%. These data are essential to figuring out whether the borrower got a fair deal or not. If this bill passes, there will be entire communities where there won't be enough data to figure out whether borrowers are getting ripped off.
The HMDA Act is when banks, lenders, they don't have to give race, gender, class no more when they do loans, because I've done a video on this and it shows where banks were giving loans to white people that was less qualified than Latinos and blacks that walked in those same facilities and got denied. You had white folks coming in being qualified, approved, that had less than what blacks and Latinos had coming into these same facilities. It shows that it was unjust. It showed that it was super racist. I mean, super racist. But they just passed the act, the HMDA Act, to where the banks and the lenders, they don't have to get the information no more. So you wouldn't know right now who was being biased. You wouldn't know right now if whites or blacks or whoever was getting more loans than each. This is what I be talking about. Look it up. It's called the HMDA Act. You even had white people fighting for this act because they knew it was unjust. I did videos on this. How you gonna pass a bill to where now the banks don't have to get the information whether you was black or white or what you made? They don't have to give that information no more. That's crazy. That's crazy, because it showed how unjust it was. It showed lenders gave money to whites, blacks, Latinos, and other people of color was denied, even though they had higher qualifications. Even though they had higher qualifications. And I'm not saying this to be racist, I'm just saying facts. Tired of this, man. I know y'all tired of it. This man, let me tell y'all something, man. When I ride by, I see them houses, man, it blows me, man, that people living like this. You feel me? The environment. You go to the hood, man, you see dirty, you see trash everywhere, broke down cars. I know a lot of y'all gonna say, oh, that's our fault. Oh yeah, that's our fault. I'm sick of that too, man. It's just crazy, man, how we living and we accept this. You know what I'm saying? Like we don't deserve that. Like they act like we don't deserve that. We don't deserve to live like that. We don't deserve to be living in a 2-story house, 5 bedrooms, 4 bathrooms, 3-car garages. We don't deserve that. Living in a world, man, where your finances and your and what you have in this world separates you from everybody and everything else. I told y'all, we built the whole America up 400 years, then it got dropped off in the middle of nowhere with no 40 acres and a mule. You have to understand, we can't be racist because we don't have the economics to be racist. Right now, we can't change our situation economically, right now. And it's not because we don't have the funds, it's just we don't have the education, the discipline to do that. So every time you bash a black owned or a black business, or you say, oh, I ain't finna spend nothing, you adding on to the problem. I got a homeboy, and I'm gonna cut this video short. I got a homeboy in Tampa. We just had this conversation, and he had a booth in the Tampa flea market. And he said the same product that he was selling, the Chinese people were selling. And he said he kept going to the guy trying to get him to buy from him, even though he was selling it cheaper, until one day, the Chinese man went on here and told him the truth. Said, man, listen, I would never buy from you. Why? He buy from his own people. Even though he was gonna get a cheaper price, but he's not finna help fund you. He's not finna put no money. You gotta understand, you can have a product, but if ain't nobody buying it, you can't move, you can't thrive. If you get if you get 20 people in the room, all blacks, and you pass a $20 bill around, keep passing it around, keep passing it around, the money don't go nowhere. If we keep spending with each other, if we keep supporting each other, the money goes nowhere. But what we do, soon we get $1, soon we get our check, it's gone. We're spending it with each and every other race, even though they don't like us. And this ain't necessarily about no race thing, because when they do it, when Chinese people do it, when the Arab people do it, when they all spend money with each other, do all that, what it's called, business. But when we do it, it's called racism. Know the difference.
The official policy of this government was to help white people buy homes and to deny that help to black people.
Yeah, hey, this is what Papa Doug, you already know, my nigga. Shife on the beat, y'all already motherfucking know what it is. Hey, flex, not bullshit.